What's up, guys? Found this old iPod here, which I got it plugged in the computer, so I'll show you. Found it in my nightstand. I figured since it's got a headphone jack on it and the new phones don't have them, we can use this to play music from now on, so I could free up my iPod or my iPad or my iPhone and not have to use that. So right now we're syncing, I'm downloading iTunes to the desktop. What happened to my videos? What are you talking about, Vin? What happened to what videos? I'm on a video right now. What's up, Chase? What up, Gage? Need some more juice. Thomas, we're working on that, buddy. Twitch from a mobile app fucking sucks. So I've already got a Twitch account, but it just sucks from the mobile app. So my guy Eddie, that's doing all my apparel and my social media, getting it all together, because he just sees I'm just a hot mess. He's got my laptop right now, setting it up with Streamlabs. And I think he has the Streamlabs tied into Twitch, tied into YouTube, tied into all that. So I think that's is that you, Eddie? I think that's Eddie right there. Eddie hopping in. Or I hope it is. Is that you, Eddie? Hope you don't have some robot on here. Yeah, Thomas. And I think it'll be all right, Clayton. I think it'll be tied in to where I can use Streamlabs for my laptop, and then I have a 60-inch TV in my garage. That's where I spend most of my time, in the garage working. So I'll be able to walk around and see y'all's comments. Because right now I got to literally get it on my phone this close to even be able to read comments. So Eddie's gonna bring the laptop by tonight, show me how to use it with the Streamlabs, and I mean, we're still gonna do the same live feed. We're not putting on any show or anything. And if you don't want to watch, you ain't got to watch. I'm not going to beg for anybody to watch. But appreciate it, Cody. All right. Bautismo. Eddie, did you put a robot on here? I don't want a robot. I'm about to block him. I've never seen that before. Who is Bautismo? Why you in my business, Bautismo? What up, Tyler? What is Bautismo? Eddie, what'd you do? I don't need the government watching me. What's up, Austin? I'm trying to install the app. You want to get my autograph? Oh, Lord. I had somebody ask for that a couple weeks ago. I was like, whatever. So I signed my name. And they're like, no, I want you to do jussaxlt. I said, shit, I didn't even practice that. Like, I don't even know how to do it. Tyler, you live in my neighborhood? I know, buddy. Hang on. I gotta get some juice that's in the garage. How old is an iPod? I don't know how old this thing is. It's let's see here. Oh yeah, Bautismo. I'm sorry, but I'm putting you in timeout, Bautismo. I don't know who you are, but you're here clogging up my feed. Let's see, it is, I don't know. No, it's not that old. I think it's like 7 or 8 years old, but now I've got one that's really old with the rotary dial, and it's in black and white. But this one will work good for music. I wonder if it'll hold. I got 6,000 songs. I wonder what this will hold, though. Let's see if it shows the... It's a model A1446. So if somebody wants to look it up and see what it is, model A1446. Eddie, you got some robot on here. I had to put him in timeout because he's going off. He's clogging up my feed. I found it in my nightstand. I was going through my nightstand looking for the Apple Pencil for Bob since he bought my 2nd gen iPad Pro. So this is a touch, okay. But I was looking for the pen and I went through there. I found all kind of stuff in my nightstand. I didn't even know I had any more. Bob, you're old too. We're all old. It's a 7th gen iPod Nano. Does it show how much memory it holds? Hang on, I gotta finish the installation. Restart computer, yes. Because on my iPhone, I've got like, I think 6,000 songs, maybe a little less. But I'm having to literally put iTunes on my damn computer. Eddie, it was clogging it up every time somebody joined. It was just doing the welcome thing. Which, I mean, it's fine for y'all's feed, but it kills me on trying to read because, you know, I'm on my phone, Eddie. You know, I told you yesterday, especially when I stream landscape, it only shows one message or two and then it knocks them off the map. So if I get 5 messages at the same time, I don't see the top 3. Yeah, just turn off, see if you can turn off that feature. But I do want to have it where it answers certain questions. That would be cool. If somebody asks, if a keyword pops up like status of truck or something like that, it just automatically answers. Is that possible, Eddie? That'd be cool. Sweet. Well, when you come over tonight, if you got a little bit, you drink beer? Because I need some beer. I'll grab some beer, and then we can go over my laptop and all that stuff, or you can watch me drink beer and you can drink sweet tea or some shit. Let's see. No, I got the same one. This thing's beat to death too. Still holding up. But when Christina threw all my shit out of the Shelby that day, she threw my charger with my batteries. I put the bot in timeout. I think that's why. He should be getting out of timeout in like a minute. But I only have 3 batteries now. Usually I just rotate. I keep these in all day, put 2 on the charger and rotate. Because I like this vape because it has, instead of having to plug the vape into a charger, I literally just swap out the batteries and it's good to go. So instead of me having to plug this in and wait. So that's why I got the one with the removable batteries instead of the built-in, which I can still plug in, which I've been in a bind before on the road and forgot my batteries. I can still plug in and charge, but it takes longer. I'm right around Jackson. We're about 10 miles outside of Jackson. I plan on it landing. I'm just saying I haven't had a chance to do that. It's still aggravating to lose 1 battery. Hang on. I need to get some more juice. Y'all are making my nerves bad. Hang on. Brought my iPad. Camper's still in Texas. Shane's staying in it right now. My guy that I brought in with me. I'm gonna let him stay there for free for a couple weeks so we can stack up some paychecks, get some money in the bank, and then he'll find somewhere to go, and then I'll go pick it up and bring it home. Where am I working now? Right here at home. It's good stuff. This stuff here is good. Mixed berries and lime. I like that sweet stuff. but I do like the, I smoked for 10 years I started smoking when I was 20. I quit when I was 30. I was smoking 2 packs of Newports a day from 20 to 30. And I was like, Jesus, man. And I could start to tell, I was 30 years old. I didn't even have any kids yet. But I could tell just sitting here talking like this, when I would breathe, I could feel that fiberglass, I could feel the wheezing. I didn't feel like I was any weaker or had any less stamina or anything, but I was like, man, I'm only 30, and if I can hear that in my lungs, just regular breathing right now. So I literally just quit that night. I didn't take any pills or any patches or anything, because quitting smoking is just something you have to make up in your own mind. There's no, oh, well, I'm only going to do 1 or 2 a day. I literally just quit that night. It took me about 2 weeks to get rid of, to where it was driving me nuts. After you eat or when you wake up or when you're just sitting around. Took me 2 weeks to get over that. And then I started, when I quit, it was $3 a pack. It was with tax and everything when I quit in 2010. Like I hear now it's like $7 or $8 a pack. That's fucking crazy. But just quit. And she smoked on and off since we've been together. I have friends that smoke. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm never like, oh man, I wish I could smoke again. But I did miss the calming effect of the nicotine. So I've always seen people use these vapes the past few years. I just bought this one 4 months ago. But I've always seen them use it. I'm like, it just fucking looks gay as shit. Usually people that vape are just fucking metrosexual faggots. I don't mean to say faggot isn't a gay person, just it's a Mississippi term. I have gay friends, and my sister-in-law's gay. But I'm like, man, it just looks fucking gay. And even now when I'm on film and stuff, it looks gay. Yeah, it looks like you're sucking on a robot dick. So that's why I'm not even gonna do it in front of you. I'm gonna turn away, hang on. But that's exactly what it looks like. But I was working with a guy, young kid. He was a dozer operator, and I was a excavator operator 4 months ago. And I was like, let me try that. So I tried it. I'm like, yeah. And until you get used to it, because at first most people just grab it and they hit the button before they even start pulling on it. And the trick is to start pulling, hit the button, let go of the button while you're still pulling, and let off, so you don't burn up a coil, which I've figured out now. But the nicotine in it. So I quit. I haven't had any nicotine in 8 years. Now I'm addicted to nicotine again. Whenever I burn up a coil and I don't have a replacement one with me, it drives me nuts. Or if I run out of juice or battery or something like that, then I can tell the nicotine's back in my system. So I have to keep doing this, or else I have to quit altogether again. I have zero urge to smoke a cigarette again. It's so disgusting. It's I don't know why every smoker doesn't automatically swap over to this. You get the full effects that you're looking for, that your body needs, the nicotine, without having to deal with the smoke. I don't understand why anybody smokes anymore. And it costs you up front. I think I paid for this, 4 batteries, a charger, and 2 vape juices that I had when I first bought the whole thing. $200 for everything, and I think you can get away under $100 for a decent one. But this cost me $22, and I can refill this thing 50 times with this. I can smoke this for a whole week, 2 weeks, and not have to. I used to dip too. Matter of fact, I dipped and smoked at the same time back then. It's horrible, man. But this right here, because now I can. No, it's a drag. It's a full size. It's a drag too. But I did replace the upper portion, and I didn't like the coils that were in it, so I got the Falcon, whatever that is. Every time I go in there, I'm just like, what's the best thing I can get right now? So, Eddie, your bot's on here acting a fool again. But this literally, Cody, I'm telling you, get a good quality one. Don't get the little the little pin ones and all that. Get a good quality one, because I don't know what the voltage and ohms and all that shit means. I've tried the cheaper ones before, but you want to get and then plus all this is flavored, man. Like this is a lime and mixed berry flavor. Like it actually tastes good. And then when you exhale, it's just like spreading fragrance around the house or your car, so it doesn't ruin your clothes. Or I can do this around my kids and it doesn't bother them. Just smoking is so nasty, and it fucks up your. I mean, it discolors your teeth, your hands, ruins your clothes. I'm just telling you, anybody that's addicted to nicotine, but you don't want to give up your nicotine, just try one. Go get you a decent vape. Spend $100 on a decent one. They got all, you can test out all the juices there. All they do is they dab a little bit on your finger, you touch it in your mouth, and you can taste it. I mean, you can taste the flavor. And you know, I get the level 6, the 6 milligram nicotine, but it oh, that sounds good. Graham cracker straw. That's the thing. You go in these vape shops, there's a million different flavors. But I mean, tobacco is just old school, man. Why not do something that you get your body still gets the nicotine that you want? Oh, whatever. It's not just as bad. Vape is not as bad as tobacco. You can tell it to somebody else. Hey, buddy. What is it?
He's back here, guys.
Hang on, let me sign into my iTunes. What's up, dude? How was school? You got me a candy. Can I get a hug? Oh, big hug. Oh, big hug. Oh. Hey.
Paper.
Paper. What's the paper? Invoice. Tuition. Yeah. You owe tuition.
For top ball?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I get a hug, Reed? Did y'all have top ball today?
Oh.
Careful, JoJo.
Big
Big hug. We'll go, don't drain the batteries on your bikes yet, because we're going to go ride this afternoon, okay?
Where?
I don't know, we'll find somewhere.
You say you were going to...
We'll find somewhere that's got some trails, okay?
Okay.
You got it? You're opening it wrong way. You got to pull it like that. And then
I
pull the
taste
paper
those.
off. Tootsie Roll. Yum, yum.
Why you got all your things out?
I don't know, I was digging through there. I found all kind of cool stuff.
Cool. What's this little thing?
What is that? What does it look like?
It just looks like you go to watch.
No, it's an iPod.
iPod?
It's back when you used to just listen to music without a phone. Is that crazy?
I know.
Yeah?
How do you turn it on?
That's Daddy's old glasses. Put them on. Huh? Don't mess with my watches. I was going through them and seeing all my watches.
What is this watch?
That's Daddy's Bond watch that Mama got him.
Daddy, read this.
Baby powder. Don't dump it out.
Daddy, hey, pal.
This baby powder for babies.
Read this. Daddy,
Charger. That's a charger, dude.
Daddy,
See, what?
read this.
I need that. Leave it right there. I don't need to lose it.
I just need those things. Leaving.
Hey, look that one. Let's hit the right.
See, my iTunes. What is the password?
What is the password?
I don't know. Why is there even any passwords anymore? It should all be retina recognition displays and passwords.
Is the mama and the phone not working?
Let's see. And then I'll go to reset my password, and then it'll say, well, you can't use that password because that was your last password. Eddie, I thought this is from my Google account. I thought I gave you the password, didn't I? Like, it's not working. What? Your Chock's in the fridge. Oh, it's called a refrigerator? I'm sorry. Let's see. Wrong password. Okay. Let's go to forgot password. Let's go to forgot password. Enter your email. God dang, this is so difficult. God dang, this is so difficult. So. Let's go to my email. And I'm going to do a review on the difference between the iPad I gave Bob, which is the 2nd Gen Pro. This is a 3rd Gen Pro. I'll let you know what I do and don't like about it compared to that, because there's certain things I don't like that they changed. And there's certain things I do like, but I'll do a review on that as well. Let's see. Go to my mail. Security alert. I got a job offer from an estimator at a nuclear power plant in Missouri. What do you estimate on a nuclear power plant? Shouldn't that all be pretty precise? Like, shouldn't be any estimations? Energy Services Group International. Wait, no, this is in Clinton. Oh, it's local. I might have to check that. That's got to pay good, huh? I've never done it before, but I can watch YouTube videos. Job duties: provide on-site performance of the estimating process and provide support to site project managers to ensure consistency in estimate development and procedure adherence. I got to Google half those words. Procedure adherence. What does that even mean? Develop project estimates for site and major products, including FVET and EVAL model development in support of the project. Okay. Sure. I'll set up an appointment. We'll set up an interview. We'll go live from an interview, and I won't even research any of it. See what they think. Like, they literally went off my Indeed resume. I've never done anything like that. That sounds like a badass. Yeah, I'm an estimator at a nuclear power plant. Like, I don't even think I'm even allowed at a nuclear power plant. Let's see. All right, what is my password? God dang. Nuclear power plant estimator. Wonder if they'll let me live stream from there. Bob, I changed it. That's not it anymore. I changed it so that Eddie could have access to it. Yes, I make money. Make millions off of this Maserati. Millions every day. And then I give it all away. I donate it all to people that don't want to work, people that just feel like they don't have to work at all. I just give it to them. Because it's not fair to them. You shouldn't have to work. All right, let's see if we can change this password. Yep, Bernie 2020. If he gets elected, I'm going full. Megan, the older ones are cheaper now. Like, I saw one at a lot that was like a 2010 or 11. And I've seen it for like 20, 30 grand. I heard they're tough to work on. But yeah, I like Maseratis too. It's an Italian, it's a poor man's Ferrari. Let's see. See if it'll let me do it from my iPad. All right, it let me do it from my iPad. So I need to not change it then, huh? Let's see if it'll let me log in. Wait, is iTunes and Google same thing? I don't know. My iTunes store, my Apple ID. What's my Apple ID? Ah, this is so complicated. Megan, I don't know why you don't have a car instead of a truck. Why do you drive a Denali? Why don't you get a car? Get a Trackhawk. iTunes and Google are too. Man, every time I sign in on iTunes and Google are too. Man, every time I sign in on something, I'm like, you'd be surprised how much is attached to Google. Practical. Have you seen what my wife drives, Megan? What's he looking for? Let's see. All right, Google and YouTube are attached together. That's right. I'm getting it confused. Let's see. Let me go to, what is my... I have a whole folder just for passwords. Apple ID. Okay. Let's see. I think I got it now. Nah, get a 4-door car. I mean, get a CTSV 3rd gen. I think you'd love that car. Or a Trackhawk, or even a Hellcat, something like that. Charger. Or if you're dead set on Chevy, no, don't get a Chevy SS. It looks like a Malibu. We in? Yes. No. Fuck. Thought I was in. Gave me a delay. Yeah, I want a Trackhawk bad. Yeah, Ford and Chevy really don't make any good 4-door cars. Surprisingly. Dude, that new Kia, what was the one I saw the other day? The Kia, I can't remember their names, but that new Kia 4-door is a slick looking car, man. And it's fast. Am I gonna buy it? Fuck yeah, I'm buying a Lambo. Man, BMW and Mercedes, when they do start having problems, you gotta take out a second mortgage to be able to pay for it. Is it the Stinger GT, the four-door? Yeah. You know, I'd love to. That's matter of fact, that's my daily driver. If I hit Powerball or something, my daily driver truck would be a F450 Platinum, and my daily driver car would be either a 3rd gen CTSV or a Mercedes S65 AMG, something like that. BMW, man, the interior looks the same as it did 10 years ago. The outside really hasn't changed that much as far as seeing it from 100 foot away. I don't know. I don't think a BMW compares at all to a Mercedes. A Mercedes is a Mercedes, but I don't think a BMW is on par. Megan, the Trackhawk. Trackhawk. There's no debate there. Trackhawk. Trackhawk. I'm not a fan. GTRs are cool. I'm just not a fan. They are cool though. I'm not knocking them. Trackhawk, Megan. Yeah. Something that Justin can hop in and play around with. Let's see. Where's my Trackhawk video that I put on Instagram? I love this thing. Here it is. See if I can get to the watch this. Megan. Fucking America, that's what he was. America. That's why people hate Americans, because we just build dumb shit. They took a Jeep Cherokee, stuffed 707 horsepower in it, beefed up the drivetrain, just because we live in fucking America. That's why. Pisses on every German SUV. I mean, it just, that's America. That's what we do. We see shit y'all build and we're like, oh, that's cute. Watch this. Watch what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a Jeep Grand Cherokee and make it destroy your $250,000 AMG Mercedes. It's really not overpriced for what you're getting, man. For what you're getting, even at 90 grand brand new, which you can get them now in the high 60s. But for what you're getting and beat almost any sports car out there, dude, Calvin, you gotta watch some reviews on that. Those transmissions are super beefed up in there, man. The whole drivetrain is. Like, I was gonna make a compilation video of professional reviewers, people that review the Trackhawk that have like a real professional, and watch how they turn to little kids whenever they first.
Feels incredibly solid. It's
watch
just
when they first hit it.
Really heavy, vault-like feeling vehicle that feels good. Oh, oh my God! All right, hold on 1 second while the fluid in my head kind of goes back to the front. Oh, so earlier again today I drove the GTR Nismo, and that launched pretty hard. This is pretty damn similar, honestly. I mean, 3.5 seconds. I haven't felt like this kind of rush since I rode a roller coaster, and I have to try that one more time, just really quickly. I have to try it one more time.
These are professional reviewers, and they just watch. A grandma can get
to launch the car. Just push this launch button here. It quickly does that. It tells you to apply the brakes and then full throttle. It holds the revs at 2,500, then release it. Holy shit! Oh my God! I love it! It's so fast! Oh my God! Oh, all right, this car's naughty. Wow.
There's one more. Hang on. I got a few of them.
Sir, look at me and my net worth. I'm in a $120,000 SUV. I never smile. I don't laugh. I just check my Twitter account.
Well, let's come to a stop and test that fun theory.
Megan, I think you really need to go drive one before you purchase another vehicle.
Wow. All right. Jesus. The balls. Have you ever got hit in the face with a ball before?
Just yours.
Well, now you have. So here's the very much over-engineered. It's a German car underneath, and it still impresses you, or impresses me to this day. So fuel economy and everything is great, but what's this like actually on the road?
Plenty.
I actually felt a little sick there. That's awesome. I forgot how brutal that is. Wow, I actually felt a little sick there because I just ate lunch. So make sure whoever you put in this car, and you don't warn them about it in the beginning. Make sure they don't lose their lunch in the process. Now this car has an 8-speed ZF automatic.
I think there was one more.
Very much over-engineered. It's a German car underneath, and
Yeah.
Up, and we'll hit the launch button, which is the best button I've ever seen, because that's a drag racing Christmas tree.
Okay, and now let's keep it in drive because we have issues with the paddle, so let's just do a drive one.
Okay, here we go.
And
full brake pressure.
Low RPM, go.
Oh, so violent! Love it.
Okay.
Let's address how that worked.
That's the
Nah, Fiat owns Chrysler now. It
all the way to 3,500 RPM.
Launch. I'm gonna do full brake pressure. Full and
this is a
Okay, we know how paddles work. We know how gauges work. We know when to shift. But this one we couldn't get right.
so there's laggy gauges.
We
but
think.
Yeah, the transmission is good. We do like it.
Amazing.
But the combination of this transmission with these slightly laggy gauges does not work.
Yeah, but we don't know if they're slightly laggy or if there's something tricking our head with the digitalness of it because they're not analog.
Maybe.
There's something going on that's not a pure connection between us and driving a car with paddles and launching. We're usually pretty good at it.
So what happens is you try and upshift when you normally think you should upshift, but this thing bogs down because you didn't upshift fast enough.
Yes, and we do have shift lights, and we can adjust the shift light RPM setup when we're stopped. Factory is everything at 6,000 RPM.
Eddie, you know, I've seen where people do compilation videos off of other people's videos. I was trying to do reaction videos to the Trackhawk. Am I allowed to, can you build that video and can we have it on our channel?
25, 550,
Look, you can
6,000.
set your
That
fucking
is
shit
just about
points,
perfect.
man.
I think it works well. Can you test that out for me and see how well it works? When you see the red flash, shift up and let's see if you bog down.
Okay, here we go. Manual and send. Red, red. It's perfect. You nailed it.
I think third to fourth could have been a little later.
A little bit, but I'm fine with the way you.
Bruce, you all clean? Oh, there's Bruce.
Go, go, go.
Are you all clean? Are you clean? He just got a bath. So clean. Oh, yeah. What is? He loves a bath. What? But yeah, I really want a Trackhawk. I honestly think that's going to be my next purchase because it's going to be it'd be a great family vehicle. It can still tow 8,000 pounds, like by the book. And then I wanted to do a 3-inch lift on it with some 31-inch BFG MTs on there. That thing would be nasty. And remember, those are stock. There's, like he said, there's people that simple mods, a tune and a pulley and a set of headers. I mean, they're pumping out another 150 horsepower. But Megan, please buy a Trackhawk because your credit score is like 300 points higher than mine. Just buy one because I want to see Justin raping people on the street. Like that Trackhawk on the street would be hard to beat, just bone stock. I think you'd have fun in it too. The 0 to 60 in 3.5 and a family SUV, that's fast, really fast. All right, let's get this iTunes thing figured out. A demon? Nah, I don't want a demon. It's overrated junk. Yeah, Megan, y'all need to check them out. Because, I mean, I've heard nothing but good. Like, I haven't heard a single bad thing about them. Nobody's gave a bad review. I hadn't heard of people blowing up differentials or motors. That's what people are saying. Oh, well, you can just get an SRT for 30 grand less and just supercharge it. Well, there's a lot more involved than that, man. Jeeps are not cool, Calvin, buddy. Jeep Wranglers are the best vehicle. That's the best. And you know, I've had them all. I've had everything from Corvettes to Mustangs to Chrysler 300s to diesels to half tons to. I've had every genre of vehicle you can imagine and every brand. And I've had 6 in a row Jeep Wrangler 4-doors, all of them Rubicons. By far the best vehicle I've ever had. Never had a single problem out of any 6 of them. And I was just as rough on those as I am on anything else. And that's the only vehicles that I've never had a problem with. I mean, I threw 40s on one. I bought one. I mean, Calvin, that's your opinion, man. I'm just telling you from a standpoint of a daily driver that you can still take anywhere in the world, on road or off road. You just can't beat it. I took a stock one, bone stock. I bought a Rubicon 2016. 3 days later, I threw a set of 40s on there. I went up to my buddy Chris's shop. We got out the fucking Sawzall, cut out all the inner fender stuff, not just pulled the fenders, but we cut out all the shit that was in the way. The pinch seam, and then we re-welded it, got rid of all the foam that was in there, and we threw 40 by 1550s on there with no lift and took it straight to Moab and wheeled the piss out of it for a week and then drove it 1,300 miles home. Stock 373 gears and everything. Yeah, I mean, Tacomas are okay, man, but you can't, there's nothing that compares to the on-road and off-road capabilities of a Jeep right now. And, you know, I had a 2018 Jeep, the new JLU Rubicons with the 8-speed auto in it. Changed the game. It's actually a pretty quick vehicle now. You know, Jeeps have always been known for being slow, but let's see here. I'll show you. I did a 0 to 60 or 0 to 90 test in my Jeep, and in two-wheel drive it smoked the tires. So I had to put it in 4-high, launch it, and then switch to two-wheel drive on the road. But I'll show you. This is a bone stock 2018 Rubicon that I bought. I bought the first one in the state. Let's see, where's it at? Looking for the video. Yeah, the very first one that hit the lot in the state, I went and bought it. I just loved it. And all right, now I'm getting calls. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Maybe it won't mess up my feed. Usually if I get a call, it fucks up the feed. Where's my Jeep? I got a video of it at 0 to 60. Oh, and not only that, but like this was a week after I bought it, and I left it outside with the top off, just didn't know it was gonna rain that night. Everything in there's waterproof. I mean, it's full. So, not the smartest night of my life. Guess I didn't pay attention to the rain warnings. So, got a wet Jeep. Let's see how it looks in there. Not too bad. Really ain't even that wet up there. Cup holder slap full of water. Seats are wet, of course. Radio's not too bad. Kids' seats are soaked. Holding the water back here because I hadn't pulled the plug yet. No, the DVD headrests look like they're okay. Guess maybe I should put the top on. Yeah, so I mean, it just, and then to be able to go from family SUV, because it's the same size interior as like a 4Runner, but I can go from family SUV and I do all this, by myself. Take the top and the doors off by myself. I did a time lapse. A lot of people don't want to do the top by themselves, but I just sit in the back, find the center of gravity, lift it off. Take off your two freedom panels first. Grab it. I just set mine in the yard. Every time I take it off, pull the plugs on the doors for all the electronics, lift them off, carry them in the garage. And next thing you know, you went from family SUV to weekend party ride, man. It's just, it's the most versatile vehicle you can buy, man. And I've towed plenty with it too. I've towed way over what it says. Calvin, I don't want a vehicle for 500,000 miles. That sounds like the most miserable thing ever. Like, it's not for me. Not for me. And plus, a Jeep is really, I mean, that's okay, Cody. I mean, there's any newer vehicle you buy now will last you forever if you take care of it. But Toyota and Honda, yes, they're very reliable. Compared to, like, if you compare a 04 Tacoma to an 04 F-150, of course the Tacoma is a much better vehicle, but you compare a 2018 Tundra to a 2018 F-150, both of them will last you forever now. If you take care of them, they'll both last you till the day you die. I'm not knocking either one, but you're not going to take the top off of your Tacoma. You're not going to pull your doors off. You don't have front and rear lockers with a 4-to-1 crawl ratio on the differential. Oh, I hate Jeep people. Hate them. I don't wave. Why would I want to wave at you because we both drive a Jeep? And then they get mad about it. And then they want to stop at a gas station and talk to you about your Jeep. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, Tacomas are great trucks. I'm not knocking them at all. But if you're looking for a family vehicle, all in one, a family vehicle that can haul wife, 2 kids, a dog in the back, that can still tow pretty decent, that gets decent gas. I got 21 miles per gallon in that thing on the highway, and something that you can take the top and doors off and still go just whenever you decide, hey, let's go off road right here. And it's a Rubicon. Lock them up, electronically disconnect the sway bar, and it will go wherever you want to go, within reason, of course, but you ain't gonna do that in any other vehicle on the road. But, and plus, you know, I'm 38 years old. There's not another vehicle that you can have a banging sound system in and not look like an idiot. You can, like if I put a sound system in the Shelby or in my truck, it sound good, but if I pull up at a stoplight and it's just banging and everybody's like, what, are you a fucking kid? But in a Jeep, Jeep's a fucking party, man. So this is my Jeep where I did it's a party, man.
How about the frog and leaf? I put numbers in the family. My bitch, she walk around like she Chris Jenner. I used to break in the hammer. Then take up running like the game of Temple. It's simple, I play with a mantle. Mama said she saw me on Jimmy Kimmel. Canada, cause I'm a minor symbol. Walking with the rise, I'm looking crippled. Fuck on that bitch, then I temple. A nickel for me to take pictures. Not from LA, but I clip them.
It's a fucking party, man. At all times.
I'm not your average or typical. Look at my wrist and it's critical. Hold it up, dropping the temperature. I get that bag on the regular. I got a bag on my singular. Back in the bag of them vegetables. Back of them cookies is medical. Cocaine, codeine, etc. Cocaine and lean is federal. I think I'm blaming no nebula.
It's a fucking party. Now, if I pulled up in a parking lot doing that in a Silverado or an F-350, people are like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to show off here? But in a Jeep, everybody's like, man, that just looks like a good fucking time. Looks like a good time. I don't care what anybody says. And that bone stock Rubicon I can take anywhere I want to go. I don't like the Gladiator. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, Megan, y'all did right. Where's my Jeep acceleration video? And a lot of people say, oh, Jeeps are slow. Calvin, yeah, whatever, man. What do you drive, Calvin? You drive a Tacoma. So a Tacoma is a grown man's vehicle. Like, that's the one that everybody sees, and they see you in a Tacoma and they're like, dude's got his shit together. Like, that's a grown-ass man there. Is that what you're trying to say? A Tacoma? Like, that dude's on point. Whatever he's doing in life, I want to know, because that's where I want to be. He's got a fucking Tacoma, and it's probably a TRD. Come on, man. Like I said, I'm not knocking your Tacoma, man. But to try and say a Jeep is for children or it's a piece of shit, well, you're uneducated on the subject, because I've owned both. And I'm telling you which one is better. My personal opinion. But next time I see a Tacoma driver, I'm going to stop him and interview him for you. I'm going to do a YouTube interview. Let's see. is. All right, this is in two-wheel drive. Stock 2018 Rubicon. That was two-wheel drive. It smoked the rear tires, so I had to go to four-wheel drive, launch it in 4, and then snatch it and then shift it back to two-wheel drive right after the launch. That's why you'll see it pop up on the screen. Like, you can say what you want, but that's pretty impressive for a stock Jeep. And it's still the 3.6 V6, you know, that's almost a 300 horsepower motor, and it's rated as one of the top 10 motors of all time. Like, they don't have issues. 3.6s don't have any issues, and the reason they don't put V8s in them, I've had questions myself. Why, for a $50,000 Jeep, why can't you offer a Hemi as an option? Well, they're not allowed to because of the clearance on approach and departure angles and all that stuff. It's a government safety regulation. They'd have to make a bigger front and rear bumper, make them longer, which would take away the capabilities. And that's the reason they don't offer with a V8. Because I was thinking the same thing, man. If you're going to have it, just offer a 6.4 Hemi or a 5.7 for an extra 10 grand or whatever. You're already spending 50 on a fully loaded Rubicon now, but that's the reason why. And you can see that 3.6 is no slouch. And you know, they come stock with 33-inch mud tires and stuff from the factory. So that's how well it does. And that's what I'm saying. The 8-speed auto in that thing compared to the old 4-speed and the 2017s and older is a whole different level. It keeps that peak RPM on shifts. Every time it shifts, it doesn't go back down and have to build up. That 8-speed auto is badass. I was worried about that myself, because I've had manual trans Jeeps and automatics, but that 8-speed auto with that 3.6 is all the vehicle you need, man. It's pretty sweet. But I'll show you. I was telling y'all I went to Moab with my Jeep. Went with a couple buddies right in the spring. What was that? March? When did we go? Okay, here it is. So basically, we took a brand new Jeep and in 3 days threw a set of 40s on it with no lift whatsoever. And believe me, they blasted me on every Jeep page. That thing won't go anywhere. It won't have any flex to it. And plus, I was on stock 373 gears. They said, you're not going to be able to turn the tires. You're going to break axles. We took it to Moab. Didn't truss anything, didn't change axles, didn't change anything besides cutting out the inner fenders, getting rid of the pinch seams, so that way when the tires did flex out and they rubbed, it would be smooth. And you'll hear it when it's rubbing, but this is in Moab. And then, of course, once I posted the videos, everybody's like, oh, it's still stupid. Just so stupid. You're supposed to do a long-arm lift kit, dummy. I mean, just Jeep people being Jeep people. But I took one 40 by 1550s on a stock suspension vehicle. Didn't change shocks, didn't do spring spacers, nothing. Literally straight off the lot. 3 days later, this is what we did. But I'll show you. Stock 373 gears. This is the hot tub, going in and out of a hot tub.
You wanna got him?
I don't know it. I don't know it good enough to got it.
Like a 70-degree drop and climb
And
out.
I'm going off by the black marks. Go low passenger. There you go.
There you go, there you go. That's straight now. God dang.
Little driver.
I don't know why, but I'm just going off the black marks.
Dude, that's steep as fuck. Hang on, it's asking me to use my device. 420-595, okay. Hang on. All right, I entered the wrong code. What was the code? I just missed it. Dang it. 424995, was that it? No, shit. 420595, okay. 420595, okay. 420595. All right, turn it back. There we go.
Show me where to go. I can't see. I'm coming.
Yeah, let Eric guide you because I think right for sure. Yeah. Don't you think, Eric?
I mean, not even, you don't really probably have to put it on the wall. Just put it.
Yeah, I probably need to get a little closer to the wall.
And then as soon as you get up closer to the top, turn right.
It's all about patience out there and throttle control. People that wreck out there is because they just nail it thinking they're going to get out of stuff.
But you're on all fours right now.
That rock grips like sandpaper out there.
Yeah, you look good there.
Stock 373 gears.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh.
Yeah, Cody, you see the videos, they get in a position like this and they think, because I could have just floored it then and flipped over backwards. Just back up, find a different line, try it again.
Watch it front.
But you can see because I'm on stock suspension, my tires do come off the ground. I don't have a long arm, full flex suspension.
Flex. That's one reason why it's flipping.
I feel like it's starting to go. I'll stop where I'm at and I'll keep free spool out my winch. Kind of keep me down.
Yeah, I think you can hold it down. You can hold it down. Hold it. I'll ride on the hood if you want me to.
Alright, there you go.
Hey, Papa Bear over there freak out.
Go. Yeah. That's what's.
And then, of course, up Hell's Gate. Well, going down Hell's Gate, if you're familiar with Moab, the going down part is pretty... Oh, and this is hill descent control. I literally take my foot off of everything and stand on the side of the Jeep like a dumbass, but you'll see.
Go over that.
Hill descent control is a beast.
Watch. Hill descent. Are you sure? Here, folks.
Watch. I'm going down this hill without touching brake or throttle.
Here we go. Oh my God. Big crap. Oh my God. Oh, crap. No brakes. Right. Dude, you better not. Beau. This stands up. No brakes. And we're ghost riding down Hell's Revenge. Yeah. Holy crap. Show no brakes. No brakes still.
In a
No
Jeep.
brakes still. No brakes still. Jeep Rubicon, baby. Where's the mall? Is it over here? Mall crawler. Mall crawler. What is this, like an 80-degree now? It just doesn't do it justice. Let's hope the fuse doesn't blow on that hill descent controller. Right, yeah.
And then this is going up the other side.
Going up.
Wish I could get it to focus better. It's not. It's blurry for y'all for some reason. Eddie, I need it where I can do Streamlabs and be able to show videos on the screen. See if I tone it down a bit, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that helps. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Hey, Riley. What's up?
Yeah, Bob. A lot of people have hill descent control. They just don't know to trust it. So I trusted it. Literally stepped outside the Jeep going down Hell's Gate. And this is going up.
Oh yeah.
Charging $2 a ride. Anybody else want to get in? And then let's see. Then we got bored at nighttime. They said, let's go rock crawling at nighttime, which was awesome because I had just white rock lights on there. You know, I don't do rock lights for parking lots.
There you go.
About on the drop off.
Plus, we may or may not have been high at this point because we stopped in Colorado for gummy bears.
Nice.
But what's done is done.
There you go. All right, come on, straight. You got it. There you go.
Left and right. Of course, we were out there with the sound system going. Who else goes to Moab and does that, man? Rock crawling at night, jamming.
I like to think the hood homie is on my
See, think if I would have been able to go live back then. I didn't have any followers on YouTube or Instagram. Like, we're gonna go do this stuff again, and we'll be live the whole time. Yeah, Cody, I'd have the Lambo. A couple of white boys from Mississippi out there in the middle of the desert. And of course, we didn't sleep that night. This is the difference why I chose a 4-door over a 2. This is my buddy's 2-door with a 6-inch lift, 37s, full lockers. He's tapped out. And this is the difference. This is why I chose a 4-door. Yes, he can turn slightly tighter than I can, but this is why I got a 4-door. You got to get that reach.
Yeah.
Man, this was 3 Jeeps ago. I've had 3 Jeeps since this one. Let's see, what is this? Oh, and we put a winch bumper on the front. That's the only other mod we did.
No.
And took the back bumper off.
Got another drop? Here you go. You're good. That's the hitch.
Let's see. That's one guy that I was riding with, but The only obstacle I couldn't do the entire time was this one. I just couldn't get up this. None of them could either. Those are full poison spider built Jeeps. I couldn't get up this thing. I tried, but I couldn't get up this one.
His rear's not wanting to climb. You get belly bad.
Plus full skid plates.
Yeah, I don't think your rear's ever going to climb it. It's too much of a cut.
Yeah, that one, it just wasn't going. So I tried a different angle. I didn't bring anything. I didn't even bring spare oil. That's how much confidence I had.
There you go. Try that. There we go.
Oh, yes, backside.
Hey, driver. There you go. Stay driver like that.
Compared to everything I've done, I've been 200 miles an hour in a car, on a street bike, I've raced, I've done everything else. This is the most adrenaline, the most fun I've ever had in a vehicle, was rock climbing.
You like that? Keep it cut. Good. There you go. Now we're getting somewhere. Come forward. Hey, belly.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the belly. Yeah, I didn't make it. This is easy here. That's why I love Moab. It's not just a pile of rocks out there. This was carved out over like 10 million years of water and wind. So you can't replicate that. Yeah, Jay, I want to take the F350 out there. I want to do a long arm kit on it with King coilovers and run 44-inch boggers and go out there and play. That's the goal. Let's see. Cesar, we brought 2 dirt bikes with us too. I'll show you a video. I went riding dirt bikes. They got certain trails that are made more for dirt bikes.
It may get a little unweighted, but I don't think it's going to be crazy.
I literally had to use a bungee strap on my cooler because it kept wanting to come out.
I don't like the boat going uphill like this. I think a little bump may get you over that ledge there. Or Eric, if you can throw him a rock on that passenger.
These guys are trying to be all technical. I'm just trying to get up the damn
I
ledge.
think it'll give you just enough.
He's still going to double wedge it.
Just don't steal that rock I need.
I gotta put my little. Let's see how far we can roll one. Let's see how hard we can do it.
Here, bring that out to the road.
We all
4
need
inches,
to
I think it may be. Well, I'm not going to get underneath. No, you got this though. I don't want you bottom underneath.
Right? Let's do some pointing.
Little driver.
See, I've done a lot of cool shit in my past. I think the F350 was my first time having fun in a vehicle, and don't think it's the first vehicle I've ever been rough on either.
Book?
I think you're just catching the ledge. I'd probably get a rock.
Bump on up. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were out here for a week. A week.
Little bit time. Hang on. Nice and slow. See what it'll do as far as following and see what it'll feel like. Hang on. You see what you're holding on, and then we'll see if it's rocks.
I never broke anything, Joe. Never broke a thing. And I break stuff all the time, as you can see. People that hate Jeeps are just people that don't have a Jeep. Yes, I did make it up the ledge. Woohoo! There's the Tacoma. Not quite stock. Look at that. Look at that view, man. That's such a huge drop off.
Wow.
Oh, this is I forgot what this is called, but this is a big wall. No, I didn't take Bruce that time. He wouldn't have been able to stay in there. I did make it up here, but I did hook up my winch just in case it wanted to flip backwards. So 40 by 1550s, Toyo MTs on ATX slab beadlocks, 17-inch beadlocks. Okay. And this is
What is that, Daddy?
huh?
I see it.
Yeah. Let's see. That's my buddy Josh. He brought a raggedy old four-wheel. The worst four-wheeler for rock climbing. What you doing, buddy? Going across the desert, playing in the sand part. It's fun, man. It's so much fun. And even we were there for a week and we didn't do 20% of the trails there. Moab. I recommend everybody to go at some point. Moab is a blast. Well, there's always people out there. I mean, you're not a band. Plus, they got companies you can call that have off-road tow trucks to come get you. And this is a highly traveled trail system. Still trying to figure out how to do this iPod. Yeah, you'll never be left alone out there. we got back with our group. This was a little hard. This was, what is this? This is, I think, Metal Masher. This is a more advanced trail. Like, you can't go out there with a stock Jeep. The dirt bike vids, I'll go to them. Those weren't any good. I'll show you the ones that are worth watching. Ooh, look. Christina made me chicken sandwiches with cheese.
Hey, just be real careful because it's wanting to get a little.
That's good. Buffalo chicken.
Just come drive us. Oh. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. That's what hold that driver. Should be out from there.
Nice, nice. Where's the escalator? The escalator was the most fun. That was on the first day too. Nobody else would try it in the whole group. I said, hell, we going. Here it is. But you'll see them at the very bottom, the rest of the group. And they're like, man, it's the first day. We don't want to break shit. And I said, hell, I'm going.
You're wide enough, you'll be fine.
Look, see them down there.
Not looking like here, Brandon.
You're good. Just when you get up there, huh?
Straddle it?
Yeah, straddle it all the way up.
What's up, buddy?
He just had to get on up there a little bit. Ooh. You want me to come jump on the front?
That's my dumb friend from Mississippi.
All right, cut left and you. There you go. Woo. There you go. Let it slide down, son. You're fine. Hey, Beau, try to hop up there. All right.
I mean, where do I need to go, right or left?
I would go left.
What? We stay right when we come. Point it this way, man. Right.
Hey. The tractor? Uh-oh. I'll fix it.
You get your front end way over this way.
You got plenty.
Get your front end this way.
Here you go.
Yeah, that divot over there is what's killing them.
Well, this so deep here, it kicks you this way.
Nope.
Nope, you didn't make it. You need to try to get your back end over just a little bit more and do that.
Try backing all the way up and trying it again.
Front end's almost right, man.
The front end's right, his back end ain't right.
Yeah.
Whoa, now, right there, now come this way. You can keep it straight right there, you're perfect. You kind of got to just keep it straight ahead right there. Like that right there. Now cut back to your left a little bit. Right there. It should crawl it.
There you go. Yeah.
Now straddle that. You got to straddle all these now. If you don't, it'll get off the caddy corner.
There you go. You got it.
All right, straddle all them one holes. We can't see both.
You're good. You're good.
My way a little bit.
Cut it right, son.
Right.
Cut it right.
Right. Keep going. You're good. Keep going. Go right though.
There you go.
Level back out. A little bit. Just keep going. Here we go. A little bit. Keep it crawling.
All right, now cut it right.
Not that much. Right there. Right there. And you just need to keep going that way. Just crawl it real slow. But his Jeep's so long, he'll crawl out of that hole.
There you go.
Let's follow them all them holes. To the left now. To your left.
To the left. There you go. Nothing to it.
That's it. Forty's no lift. There you go.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. And remember what I was telling you, I had a GoPro with a head mount, and I didn't have a proper SD card because I didn't know you had to have a certain one. So when I rode dirt bikes, I had it on my head, and it would only last for like 47 seconds. And this is like a 15-minute long ride, and it was a blast. The next thing I know, my GoPro wasn't even recording. And I was on a raggedy KX 250 two-stroke with the front suspension locked up that I borrowed from a friend of mine. Worst dirt bike ever for riding in Moab, Utah. And it wouldn't stay running. Yeah, I've been a Golden Spike. And then my GoPro stopped. So yeah, it sucked. There's a spring coming out of the side of the mountain. Drink straight from it. This one was kind of tough.
Hold it like he is, that's good. All right, come passenger a little. Up. Back driver a little bit more.
There we go.
Hey, you just got your scratch on your feet lock. Get it on purpose, passenger. Hey. Passenger and up.
Is there any more surprise in this one? No.
Up and passenger.
Can I get some gas? Yeah.
Never mind, that wasn't hard. This one was. That's delicious. I can't get the sync because it's saying you got to turn on the iCloud accessibility from the iPod. There's no such thing as iCloud though.
Back up a little bit. Hard driver. Back up a little bit. Hard passenger. Hard passenger. If you can get away from that rock, you'll make it. Okay, that's good. Hard passenger.
Oh, that video cut short. Yeah, I can't read a ride here. Oh, and if you've ever wondered how big those windmills are, that's my Jeep at the bottom. That's how massive they are. Hi, can I ask for sweet tea, please? Hey. I like to consider myself a decent driver. I just take my time with stuff, except for with cars. I wreck cars. Reed, let me show him your four-wheeler. This is my kid in my backyard. This is my backyard, by the way. This is when Reed was 3. Yeah, that was your small four-wheeler. No, that was Lincoln. Remember I bought you that electric dirt bike? You were too small for it. Let's see, where's your video when you were, here is I made him an obstacle course where you're climbing over tires. Remember that?
What is that airplane right there?
I don't know, one of your old toys. Oh, never mind. This is where I had you going. Where's the one where I had you going? We went with my Jeep to ride with my Razor. Well, the Razor broke a wheel off, so we had to take the Jeep down there to get it. And then I didn't have my top on, so this is what happens. So we had to hook to the Razor. First we had to get it out of the mud with 3 wheels because I broke the portal hub off. You got it? Well, no, yeah, we were able to get the Razor back to the trailer, but the Jeep was already filthy by then.
How do we get the Razor back there?
It was broken. Remember, I broke the wheel off.
I know. Why would we get a bigger one that I can't break the wheel? And then that one would go in that sand again.
Poor girl.
That's his roller?
That was mine. That was Daddy's Razor. That was like 3 days after I bought it. We made it back. It wasn't easy. That's how I wash them. Set up the sprinkler and a clamp. Let it sit. Pretty genius, huh?
I didn't see that yellow chair for.
I need to be careful scrolling through these videos. One might pop up. Here's the razor. This is Mississippi mud for you here. Those are 40s. 40s. Yeah, I think I got stuck this time, buddy.
I said you. I said you're too small.
I'm too small.
Yeah, that little.
Braxton, don't get a razor, get an X3. I'll show you my X3 too. It's by far a better bike.
Big tires on there.
Yeah. I like big tires.
Hey, come on backwards.
You know where they are, Daddy?
Oh, this is Miss Teresa and hers. Hers was little. Daddy just went through that hole. And it got really deep for her.
Oh, that's lovely, neat.
Watch, it drops down right here.
Go deeper.
Oh. They're like fire. Hey, Eddie,
What?
I'm going to that street.
Yeah?
With my father.
Yeah, you went through there with your four-wheeler.
I just went on that side. I can't get some.
This is your four-wheeler, Reed, when I put the lights on there. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, remember?
Then your friend broke it.
Who's friend?
Leaking, broke your light whip. That I paid $200 for.
What? How you broke it?
And this is where the Jeep got muddier than it's ever been in its life. I went to pull somebody else out, and I tried to go through. I should have just winched out, but I kept trying to get myself out. Almost. I should have just stopped, used my winch.
Not yet, you didn't. You're about to slide off in that deep shit.
Who's calling you?
I don't know. The guy helped get out, and then he left when I got stuck.
I just want to go through there again. I just want to go there again.
Go where again?
There.
You weren't there. That's down by the river.
How do you get stuck?
Huh?
How do you get very stuck in there?
I got stuck. I should have just stopped. I pulled myself out. I was trying to show that my Jeep could go through there, and it didn't.
Maybe someone else did and you pull you out.
Yeah, my buddy, Mr. Noah, had to go get his tractor. And even that couldn't do it.
I thought it was tractor race. Too much fun. Are you going through there?
I don't know, buddy. Daddy's making all kind of mistakes in this video. Now I'm sideways in a mud hole. something happening. I think this is where we had the tractor and 3 trucks on a winch. No, I don't know where they are.
I want to see me in the creek.
I don't know where your creek video is, buddy.
You passed it?
No, I didn't pass it yet.
Yes, you did.
This is in the creek right here. It's you and JoJo and Bruce. We need to go back to the creek, huh?
Yeah.
You have fun at the creek.
I had so much fun there. I just want to get my floor all fixed.
Yeah, Bruce about to get washed away.
How did Bruce get washed away?
Because he's too short. He's got little legs.
Like Nana. We didn't have Nana there.
No, she wasn't born yet. We didn't have Diana yet.
Yeah. And we didn't have him there. Okay.
Yes. Who was that? The robot?
Yeah.
Who knocked it over?
The robot.
The robot?
Let me see it.
The Roomba just knocked over our 8-foot tall mirror.
Mama.
Leave it alone. Damn Roomba. So I'm gonna add that to my review because I'm doing a review on a Roomba. Did it break it? Look at it.
Let's see.
Nope, didn't break it.
What? Maybe it's on metal.
Was the robot ever knocked over the mirror?
I think it's on metal.
You got lucky there.
Oh.
Right, we need to go outside and work. That was too loud for your ears?
Oh, robot can hit that.
All right.